Okay, in the last episode, I don't like calling these episodes. It feels like I'm doing a let's play when it's not really, it's just a stream. Well, last time I guess then we did the Sand chapter, chapter 2, I think it is. This episode we're doing the best chapter, so strap in. Also, by the way, I hope you're not too scared. Oh, that actually scared me as a kid a lot, and I hated playing this chapter just for that. I'd have to like look away. The Invincible. So blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I'm actually a scary streamer now. I should have had a face cam for that really, so like I could fake some kind of reaction and get a bajillion views. So the puzzle, quotes, puzzle, is a oh shit, I'm gonna die. Is I should have healed. That each area has. Ah fuck, he's gonna get hurt as well, isn't he? This could be bad. Each little area has like a difference in the. Oh fuck! I'm dead. Oh my god! What a way to start a stream. Well, that's what happens when you game over, I guess. Oh my god. Okay. Let's heal this time, so we don't get absolutely blown the fuck out. Actually, you know what? This was all done on purpose, because I need to check out the new badges. Maximum comfy. If I could just slide into my bed like that, that would be fantastic. Yes, Slugger, how you doing? I'm glad you joined now and not just about a minute ago. My god, okay. Disables an enemy's defense power and injures it. So that's pretty good. Yeah, gimme. Thanks, fam. I wish I remembered which path gets you the seed. Chilling again, and then I'll do homework. That's fair enough. When I was at uni, I used to play a streamer called Panoots. I'd have his streams in the background while I worked. And since his were always like 2 hours long or whatever, it was good because you could just have them as background noise while you worked for hours on end, uninterrupted. Even if like I see the solution, I'm just gonna do this because I can't remember which one it is that you get the seed in. I want to say it's like the second to last or something, or maybe that's something else, I'm not sure. I should switch up Parakarry really. Let's see. Cooper. Ugh. There we go. Hey, Billboard. You haven't said much today. I missed your image spam that you usually do. Oh, you were taking a right, okay. That's more than understandable, don't you worry. Right, but yeah, because this is what does that. This is the path we go down. Oh, hi. This is Forever Forest. Yeah, he's just telling you about the gimmick here. It's not hard to figure out, to be fair. Oh, this is the worst enemies. Please leave. Oh, come on. Okay. Alright, so it's this one. This is the hermit one. Okay. There's another one like that that gives you the seed. Actually, since we're talking about seeds, there was a discussion earlier with. Oh, is this the one? Okay, cool. This is the seed you need. There was a discussion earlier about there's a conspiracy theory that I 100% subscribe to, where it's if you any of you know what miracle seeds are, they're these berries. Well, not miracle seeds, berries, aren't they? Miracle berries in the south of Africa, I think they grow, where they've got a chemical in it that makes it so you taste sour things as being sweet. So essentially, you like eat loads of berries, like stick them on your tongue and that, and like you can eat lemons and like limes and stuff, and it tastes sweet and bearable, as opposed to just being like sour and like cringe-inducing. So what these scientists apparently tried to do was extract the chemical, so things that were sour or bitter tasting, something like that, tasted sweet. Because if they could do that, then it would mean that they wouldn't have to have loads of sugar crammed into snack foods and sugary drinks. Oh, so that was a pro dodge. Please clap. So, because of that, since it would like destroy the sugar industry, the theory is that sugar companies shut the research down, basically, and I believe that. Like, paired them off or whatever. Get fucked. They're still not dead? Wow! Get fucked. This is the difference in our power levels. Oh, you okay again? There we go. Puzzle status solved. You proud of me, lads? Phew. Well, it looks like we finally made it out of that spooky forest. Hey, Mario. What do you bet that's the mansion that the old Boo was talking about before? One thing that isn't like a nice detail about Paper Mario games is that depending on the partner you have, in certain situations like that, they say something different. And even though it's just like flavor text or whatever, that's more or less the same thing, just with their sort of quirks added onto it. It's still a very nice detail. It's one of the issues I have with the later Paper Mario games. I think this one, Paper Mario, the original, has the best partners by far. I think the partners in this one are just... Maybe it's just the nostalgia talking, but I think they're a lot more memorable and likeable than ones... Like, I don't really care much for most of the Paper Mario Thousand Year Door partners. I like Vivian, everyone does. Goombella's okay. That's about it. Bomberry's okay too. But I don't really care much for any of the other partners. Whereas in this one, I think they're all good. And then the less you can say about Paper Mario on the Wii partners, the better. They're all absolute shite. Such a weird decision. A pattern is even a thing in Sticker Star? I think there's a crown that's like your partner, but do they even fight? I'm not sure. I don't think they do. I'm pretty sure it's just you spam stickers that win your fights for you. Mario, you have come, and so have I. If you want this record, you must guess who holds it. The Lady Bo, the best girl, will be very angry if you let him get too easily. Fellow Booms, do your best like we practiced. There we go. I really like the design of the boos in this game. I wish Mario enemies weren't just copy-pasted nowadays. Like it's the same 3D model, just maybe updated with better textures or whatever. And it's the same fucking, you know, it's just the same. It'd be nice if things got redesigns, as opposed to just being yet another Goomba. That's why I'm really looking forward to Odyssey, because I like how there's you can like control the enemies, which is at least putting a unique spin on it. We've also got the greatest enemy of all in Mario Odyssey, Man, which you can control. Oh, I have to keep going there, I guess. Hell yeah. Oh no! I'm not sure if it's positive or not that I remember all these things years later after playing them. Like, I'm not sure if I said this before, my memory is pretty garbage for the most part. I have trouble with people's names and faces even. I have... Oh no! Yeah. That's okay though. I don't expect these streams to be very popular. Like, it's just Paper Mario. I'm just having a comfy time playing it, to be honest. Like, I'm just being chill. I'd appreciate that. But yeah, basically, my memory is shit. But I can remember stupid, irrelevant, like, things I don't need to know at all, facts, from, like, the back of my goddamn hand. It's annoying. It's annoying. I wish I could use the good part of my memory to better effect, but I can't know someone's name that I need to know. But boy, if you need me to tell you, sort of, like, you know, when a certain Pokemon evolves, I'm your guy. We now got the good boy boots. Oh. No. My controller is as shit as always. Use goddamn cock. Ah. Oh. It's a hidden floor panel. There it is. The scariest thing to read in Braille is don't touch. You're not wrong. Do you know about how the one sin that you can't ask for forgiveness for is suicide? Because you're not alive to, you know, ask forgiveness for. Hell yeah. A werewolf that doesn't know it's a werewolf is an unaware-wolf. Did it again. Seconds. Okay. Growing up, I didn't have the best TV channels. By that I mean we didn't have Sky, which is pretty much the British equivalent of having all the channels. There's sort of a difference between like having digital, which just means you have better than 6 channels, and having something like Sky, which is you have loads and loads and loads of channels. Most of them being American. And pretty much, if you don't have Sky, you didn't have any of the like American shows that people on YouTube or whatever like to talk about. You didn't really have like any of the 90s cartoons. I didn't have SpongeBob growing up. All the SpongeBob stuff I had was a DVD that my sister's boyfriend burned on a disc for me that had a bunch of episodes on it, and the movie, and that was like the only stuff I ever got to watch with SpongeBob until I was like 12 or 13 and my sister got it at her house. All I really had was CBBC, which is pretty good, but you know, I would have rather have not had to watch Tracy Beaker for the billionth time. I never had Dragon Ball Z growing up. I never had really anything like that. Also, hang on, I'll try this off. Yeah. That's it. It's just an Easter egg. It's a shame you can't really do anything more with it, but it's nice that it's there. Right, my controller better not fuck me up here. There we go. Billboard, where are you getting these facts? Very interesting. No, you... Aww. More companies have told you happy birthday than people. Yeah, but did the people mean it? And did the companies mean it? The companies probably didn't. The people probably did. Slash shower thoughts. Fair enough. I hate Reddit. Like... I don't like a lot of the user base. I don't like the kind of culture it has. I don't like... When I look at Reddit, when I imagine Reddit discussion, all I can really think of is a bunch of smarmy cunts trying to one-up each other with stupid jokes. Like, I don't like looking at Reddit comments at all, because it just seems like people trying to get, like, funny points with karma and upvotes and shit. I don't like it. But it has its uses, definitely. Like, it's good for if you just want the news, I guess. It's also good if, like, I follow, I say follow, I don't have a Reddit account, but I check in on r/berserk just to see when the new chapters are out. Yeah. Yeah. There are definitely some parts of the site that I'm sure are good. It's just like, as a whole, especially in the more popular ones, it's like, I just can't stand the place. I don't like Reddit tier humour. I know that's kind of a buzzword, but I'm being serious, I don't like Reddit tier humour. Also, this is the best girl. Water puddles are cloud corpses. Yeah, but water wasn't alive, so it's not a corpse. You should have seen the cloud cover. I should have taken a picture. I'm so mad I didn't take a picture of it on Wednesday. I talked about this on the last stream actually, but I worked on Wednesday doing delivery stuff, and I was there at 10:30, and it looked like it was, I don't know, 9 PM at night. It was that dark. There was just so much dark cloud cover across the entire sky. It was just cloud, and it was all storm clouds, all those thunder and lightning and shit. It was so weird. I've not seen anything like it in a long time. And then it was also just one of those times where it came and went. So in the morning it was horrendous, but by the time it was maybe 4 PM, it was perfectly fine weather. There's plenty of video and GIFs and stuff online of areas in Yorkshire that were just completely flooded. It was all over the radio as well about how the government wasn't doing enough about floodgates and stuff. Floods are really the only natural disasters that Britain has to worry about. We don't get tornadoes, we don't get... Well, I mean, we do, but they're very minor and, like, non-harmful, like, at all. Like, nearly 100% of the time. You don't get earthquakes. I've never ever had to experience one. There was never, like, learning for how to deal with them as a kid, because you just didn't need to know, like, how to deal with an earthquake, because they don't happen. Pretty much it's all to do with water. if there's like a really high rough sea, you might have to worry about that if you live by the sea. And just floods if there's torrential rain and you live in a shitty flooded area. And that's about it. It helps that America is essentially a huge chunk of a continent as opposed to being a tiny island. So there's obviously a lot of different differences in the kind of climates and regions in America. Whereas England and Great Britain as a whole is mostly just hills and mountains of grass. Real talk, although this is one of the better songs in the game. Belts are just giant zip ties. Nah, I disagree. Why does the fucking artist behind Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts and stuff love zips so much? Ugh, I hate it. Just slap some zips on there, it'll be good. Belts as well. Like, can we not? Nope. Not dealing with your bullshit. Oh. Get fucked. Oh. Right, let's show off the best girl. Get fucked. I think these guys have 7 HP, so that isn't going to be enough. Oof. Oh. Is that going to happen every time? That's not good. Ora, ora, ora. Bo is so the best. Why are the ghost girls in Paper Mario games always the best? Vivian's the best in Thousand Year Door and Bo's the best in this. I always assume that every dog I meet is male and every cat I meet is female. Am I a bad person? No. To be honest, I do the same thing. It helps that there's a big tell with dogs, where if they have the bollocks still, you can, you know it's a fucking male. I had the absolute pleasure of having some guy sit with his dog outside my stall the other day, with a dog that had massive bollocks just hanging there, and he sat there with his dog for about an hour. And it's one of those things where it's like, you don't want to look at it, but fucking every time you look in that direction, you're like, oh yeah, no, those bollocks are still there. It's like how you're not supposed to touch a wet bench because you know it's wet, but you touch it just to make sure. Or, is this fire hot yet? Oh yeah, it's hot because it's fire. But you have to do it to check. Does that dog still have his bollocks on? Yep, he does. I'm glad I looked. Except not really. Oh. Need to get better at these action commands. Get fucked. Oh god, I'm fucked. Oh, the clutch! Fuck me. If I didn't do that, that would have been run over right there. My god, okay. Best eat this shroom, I guess. Why does Old Spice have a gaming channel? Is it like Terry Crews? What? How does that work? that would be kind of cool. What if it was Game Grumps, but it was Terry Crews and the other guy? I forget his name. That might be interesting. Although I suppose if they're just doing their characters, it might get old. Oh, get fucked. If you do multi-bounce on the last fight with Bowser, and you get that, where it boosts your attack, like, you fuck him up. As a kid, I had a save file that was just before Bowser, because if you beat Bowser, then the game goes into a state where, essentially, like, once you get to the title screen, the game's over. Like, you can't do anything else until you, just like, you know, close the game cartridge or close the system down or reset it or something. It's one of those endless end title screens that they used to do. That's not really a thing anymore, is it? Not that I think about it. But yeah, I used to do the Bowser fight and see how much damage I can get on Bowser. Because there's like 2 phases to Bowser. There's a part in it where... I'm spoiling this, by the way. There's a point in it where the battle takes a pause to do a thing. And then like after that, it's when you get under a certain amount of HP on Bowser. And so the challenge was always to like trigger that event while getting him to have as low amount of HP as you could. Which was fun. I think it's like 70 something. Ah. So here's a fun fact I learned today. My mum went to see her dentist friend. She was in town, she just went to the dentist to talk. But, fucking, I didn't know, but apparently people with autism don't like mint. It's apparently really strong. And like, it's just a common knowledge thing for people with autism to just like, not like toothpaste and mints in general. I didn't know that. I didn't even consider that to be a thing. Like, I get that, like, if you have autism, you might have trouble with social interaction, or I think autistic people are better with like maths. Their like brains are wired in a certain way that makes them understand maths better than regular people. And then I think they have a harder time understanding social cues and stuff like that. But like liking a flavour, that seems bizarre to me. Like, I wouldn't consider that a personality trait. But yeah, basically, they were giving out these flavourless toothpastes that I've got to try out. Ah, fuck. Can't believe you've done this. Also, I hate these enemies. Ah, please leave. Thank you. Yeah, no, not having that. No. Please leave. I think it's this way we have to go first. Please, game, cooperate. Yeah, here we go. Why would you not upgrade the best girl immediately with the dark glitch powers? Oh, hi. This is just saying that fighting to above it is pointless. Which it is. I'm not sure if I'll ever do 1000-Year Door anytime soon. I don't think my computer can really handle it. But the third chapter in 1000-Year Door, the is it Glitch City or something? The one where there's like a wrestling style tournament arc thing. I really don't like that chapter. If you can't tell from watching me play this game, like where I'm just avoiding all the fights. I don't play these games for the fights. I play it just for comfy nostalgia times. And I like the writing, even though I'm skipping it because I've read it 1,000 times. I like the look of all these games. I like the characters, that kind of thing. The fights are just kind of there. It's just like a gameplay element. It's how you progress the game for the story. And so because that chapter is just fight after fight after fight, like, it just gets boring to me, that chapter. I'm not the biggest fan of it. I really like chapter 2, I think it is. The one where you're in the big tree. And it's kind of like Pikmin. I love that chapter. Oh, Gordon Ramsay is like one of the only celebrities I actually like. I don't really follow celebrities at all. I don't care for them. Also, what the fuck? Please stop being black. That's not an insult. I'm talking about the game. Yeah, Gordon Ramsay is one of the only, celebrities that I actually care for. I think he's really genuine, and it's clear that he actually gives a shit about restaurants and stuff that are failing, and that he actually ends up liking. Please stop it! Don't quote me on that. God damn it. Speaking of Gordon Ramsay being a good egg, Gordon Ramsay taught me how to make scrambled eggs. Like, here's some fun scrambled egg facts for you, because that's what you came here for. In order to cook good scrambled eggs, what you want to do is you taking them off the heat once they've sort of cooked a lot around in the pan. take it off the heat, stir it up, so it's like all come off the pan. Then you stick it back on, and because you really need to control the temperature of scrambled egg, because even if it's like 5 seconds, because the scrambled egg continues to cook in the pan, because it's like that easy to cook. If you leave it on the pan too long, like you've got fucked up scrambled eggs. So you have to take it off the heat constantly to control the heat. You need to make sure that you're not adding the salt beforehand until the very, very end, because salt makes eggs watery. And so if you're adding salt into the scrambled eggs, then it makes the scrambled eggs watery and not very nice. And I got lucky, hell yeah. You put milk in your scrambled eggs? That's weird. I never thought about doing that. I think some people put cream in their scrambled eggs to make them fluffier. Not sure about milk though. Especially if it was skimmed milk. Jesus Christ. It's watery, like skimmed milk, and then you add the salt, like at the start. Just water my eggs up. Cheese omelets are nice. I don't like scrambled eggs with cheese, but I like cheese omelets. And then if you have like cherry tomatoes or something, or sun-dried tomatoes, oh, sign me the fuck up. Skimmed milk. Remove. Whoops. Let me just heal real quick, because this looks like a fun time. Oh, it's this, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Could I interest you in an egg in this trying time? There's a reference for you. Oh! Predicted. Ah! Spike up the bum. Oh, what? I didn't take the trigger off. Nope. Missed me with that shit. Oh, secrets. You didn't know about this, did you? I mean, it's a badge I'd never use, but it's there. It was good, this fucker out. There we go. That's one thing I've not seen in this. I've not seen a speeder in this game. Unless you use some sort of glitch to skip chapters. I'm not sure how you would get this game to like below 2 hours. And I'd love to be surprised. A kid got expelled in your district for planning to shoot up the high school. Damn. Did you hear that? Did you hear that heartbeat? Oh look, it just casually just fights over blue. That's fine. Whoopsie. Thankfully we don't have that kind of problem in the UK. It's hard enough to get guns as it is. Like, you can get guns, but not only you have to be an adult, and you have to be, you have to have a license for them and shit. I mean, that's the case in America as well, but it's not like you can just go to a store and buy them. You have to go to like a specialist store, and there's very few of them. Like, it's all very hard to actually get. Like, you have to go out your way to get guns, as opposed to, like, don't you fucking sell guns in Walmart? That is just a foreign concept to me entirely. Like, if someone sold guns in a Sainsbury's or Tesco's or something, that wouldn't happen ever. You can't even buy fucking knives unless you're like over 18. Never mind a fucking gun. Oh, he's here. You can buy knives at an arcade? What the fuck? Working at an arcade sucks. There was one time where I did a shift at an arcade where I essentially just had to walk around for ages and make sure that, like, there were enough toys in the penny machines and that there was nothing stuck, and that if anyone had any issues with, like, tickets in machines being empty or whatever, I'd have to get more and put them in. It fucking sucks, especially if there's a lot of really like, it didn't help that literally 5 steps away from the arcade, in the same room, just on the other end of it, was a bar. But it doesn't help when you've got fucking, I was doing a night shift, when you've got really poor like working classes as fuck kids and adults playing in an arcade. Like, they will bully you into giving them those toys. I had one woman, also nice fucking stream. It's just black. There we go. I had one woman who badgered me for about like 10 minutes about how I purposely put the fidget spinner she was trying to get in the middle to make it harder to fucking get, because she first complained at me for the fidget spinner being stuck to the side, so I moved it from the side into the middle so she shut the fuck up, and then she 10 minutes talking about how I fucking rigged it for her. I gave her the goddamn fidget spinner because she just kept nagging me. Like, what more do you want? Ugh. They just hate people. I know I do. That's why you shouldn't ever go outside. What's that noise? I do like that the ghosts are scared to come up with it. Your fidget spinners are only a couple of quid. Well, I suppose if you're playing a penny machine, then you could get them for even cheaper, maybe. Like, let's say you drop £1 or 2 in pennies on getting a fidget spinner, then I suppose you can get it for cheap. But it's not like they're expensive anyway. It's all garbage in arcade machines anyway. It's all like little trinkets and like small, crappy made plushies. The only good stuff at arcades is the stuff in the grabber machines. But the grabber machines are fucking rigged as fuck. They've got like no grips, so whenever you get a plush, they just slip out. Like, the amount of disappointed kids that I had to like just pretty much ignore and feel bad about because they're at an arcade machine on one of the grabbers, and they must have dropped like £5 of their parents' money, and got absolutely nothing for it because it's rigged as fuck. It's not a nice job, and especially when there's it's just disappointing kids is one of my least favourite things to do. My nephew's like that at all. If you say no to my nephew, he cries. He pretty much asks you to play with him all day, non-stop. He will want to play with you, especially me because I'm the most fun. His parents are quite strict, and they've also got like a baby brother that they have to take care of, so they don't have time to play. So I'm the one that has to get climbed all over and tickled and fucking hide and seek and shit. But fucking when you tell them no because you're either tired or you just want to do something else and you don't want to entertain a 2-year-old anymore because you've already been doing it for hours, he will run to his mum and cry. But then at the same time, he'll like fall over and bang his head and shit, and he'll be completely fine. I think he just does it for attention. You'll go, "Mummy." Every time. He's such a smart kid though, to be fair. Like when he was 1 year old, he could talk, and he like knew 5 colours, and he could like point out like coloured blocks and say like, "What colour's that?" And he'd go, "Red." Like, he's so fucking smart. He's either gonna have a really easy life or a really hard life, because you know how there's those kids that are so smart in class, like I don't know, like a grade above everyone else, that they get bored of classes because they already know the shit, and so then they become bad kids because they get bored in class. He'll either become one of those, or he'll become so good-natured that doesn't matter, and he just sort of sticks with it. It'll be interesting to find out which kind of kid he becomes. I was one of those kids for a while, to be fair. I used to be a right little shit in school. It wasn't until I got into secondary school when I was put in the top classes. Before, in primary school, the way it works is everyone is just, I think it's based on your last name, or at least that's how they did it in my school, where from the alternate last names. So let's say someone's last name is AAA, and someone else's last name is AAB. AAA would be in class 1, and AAB would be in class 2, and then AAC would be in class 1, etc, etc. I think that's how they did it in primary school, and then in secondary school, every class was based on ability. Based on your, initially, the year 6, which is the final year in primary school's tests. That would be how you'd be based in year 7, which is the first year of secondary school. And after that, it's like how well you did at the ends of each of those years. But I was in pretty much all the top classes for every subject, and there were people that were so much smarter than me in those classes. Like, if it's not fucking obvious, I'm not the smartest kind of guy around. A lot of my intelligence comes from me being witty. I used to be, I mean I still kind of am. I'm really good at playing off of people. I'm good at, this is me gloat. I'm not trying to gloat. I'm trying to be real here. Like, you know how you would if you were describing someone else. I'm trying to just I'll not preface it, whatever. But I think I've got a really good wit, and I'm good at like snap kind of things. I've been told this before, which is why I'm saying it. But I'm good at that kind of thing, and I'm also the kind of person that you only need to tell me how to do something once, and then I understand how to do it. So let's say you showed me how to use a machine at work, that'd be the only time I'd ever need to know how to use that machine. But beforehand, I'd be absolutely clueless. But yeah, there were just people in those classes that just flat out knew more than I did about certain things. I was really lazy in school. I didn't like study or whatever. $12 fucking damage. Oh. Let's have a spicy soup. Hell yeah. If you don't do the fights with those Goombas, they're still here, which is why it's kind of important to do them. Otherwise it kind of ruins this scene. For 20,000 tickets you can get a giant Sonic plushie. Just buy it. Like, just go on eBay and buy a Sonic plush at that point. Oh, yeah, Quack it is. It looks that way because it is. I've seen the back of an arcade store where they keep all the toys and shit. They're in the exact same place where the drinks are. And so they've probably got some sort of spillage like that is on the plush. They're just like haphazard all over the floor and shit. Like, even though they might look pristine in the front, it's not in the back. I've also been put off fucking like stall food and shit as well, because I know how it's made there too. Like, just stick it in the microwave, having absolute shite that is just in a fridge and you just warm up. Like, we do hot dogs and shit at work sometimes. Depends where I'm put. Let's say I'm at a stall. There'll be a hot dog, or there's like bread buns scattered about. People that work in these kinds of places are like, they do not give a shit. They're not there because they want to be. They're only there for their paycheck, and the paycheck is shit, and so they hate working there. And so they do not expect a good service unless it's from me. Where his feet go? That's just, where's Mario's feet? They're fucking gone. There they are. That disappeared into the floor. That's so weird. As if we're doing these chapters in like an hour. I suppose I'm kind of rushing through them, but I really don't need to. Like, these streams are like an hour and a half each, and I'm fucking blazing through these. It's a shame they don't bring these characters back. I think in one Mario Party game they've got the star sprites there. There's like, you know how in Mario Party 4 they've got the hosts of the boards and shit. I think in one Mario Party game, oops, they've got those as the hosts. But that's not what I'm on about. There needs to be some kind of like new Mario RPG IP if they're just gonna make Paper Mario what it is now and not bring it back to what it used to be. And I mean, they've got the Superstars series. Like, and that's kind of okay, but it really depends on the game. Some of them are just kind of mediocre and some of them are just great. The first one and Bowser's Inside Story are fantastic, and the other three are just kind of meh. No, the first one's great, and so is Bowser's Inside Story. But like, Partners in Time, Dream Team, they're just kind of meh. It's weird. Nintendo has this really great writing system where everything is sort of undertones of generally funny. Like, they have good writers, and it's also light-hearted at the same time. Oh, I need to not skip this release. Thunder Rage, yep. Yep. You can, if you say the items, then in the next chapter coming up, Kammy Cooper put items about as opposed to enemies. So you just get free shit basically. But like, there needs to be another Nintendo RPG series that isn't just like. I mean, I don't know what RPG series does Nintendo have. Zelda's not really an RPG. I'm on about like turn-based stuff. What do they have? I mean, I guess Pokemon, but that's Game Freak. They don't really have a Final Fantasy kind of thing. I think that's what Nintendo needs to have, because that market isn't oversaturated enough. I'm pretty sure that's what they're trying to do with Fire Emblem. Like, they're really pushing Fire Emblem at the moment. I fucking hate modern Fire Emblem. I really liked Awakening. It was the game that got me into the series. I like 7, I like 8, but only on Lunatic, because otherwise it's too easy. I like 9, I've not played 10, even though it's like the sequel to 9. And then those are the only ones I've played. I like those Fire Emblem games. Fates fucking blows. It sucks shit. The maps are garbage and so are the characters. And fucking, I haven't played If. I kind of want to play If, unironically. If looks like it might be quite fun, because I like Persona. But all modern Fire Emblem is Awakening, Fates, and Shadow, whatever it is, the one with fucking Marth in it. It's just pandering to that. Fire Emblem's kind of like how Final Fantasy is, with how each Fire Emblem game has a different sort of world and story and characters. There's very little crossover. There's 6 and 7, which are the same universe, and there's 9 and 10, and then I think 1 and 2 are also the same, and maybe 4 and 5. I'm not actually sure about that. But there are some games where certain ones are sequels and all prequels. But mostly it's each Fire Emblem game is different. Like 8 is standalone, and so are 9 and 10, and so is Awakening. So is Fates. But like, fucking, I just want there to be more love for other Fire Emblem characters other than ones in Awakening, Fates, and the original. More Fire Emblem games exist. It's like how Game Freak only really panders to fucking Gen 1. Like, other gens exist. The only time I ever really pander to them are in the remakes. But yet every single gen has Gen 1 pandering, pretty much. Or at least there's pandering to some sort of thing. Why don't they bring this character back? He's a good character. They have all these great characters, and they just don't bring them back for whatever reason. Nintendo's definitely a company that, like, doesn't play their cards. They always hold back. The sort of notion that Nintendo is always behind the times is not just about the graphics wise. Like, they don't understand how to make good internet. They don't understand really what their fans want. There's been a lot of excitement recently because fucking with the new marketing, people were thinking, oh, Nintendo actually knows what they're doing now. No. Not really. You know, I like that they're marketing to an older audience, but it's like they don't really know what their audience wants still. I still don't feel like they actually know what people want from them. Because they were created by Miyamoto? Yeah, pretty fucking much. As much as I have respect for the guy. For Miyamoto, that is. Like, he needs to not have as big of a position in the company as he does. He should just be part of the creative department and overseeing some of the younger devs to make sure they're doing alright. When it comes to shit like actually being the designer, I don't think he's good anymore. He's gone on record as saying that he actively tries to make his games different to everything else, to make them unique, and being unique isn't always a good thing. There's such a thing as, you know, learning from history, learning from what works, and incorporating them into your game. I feel like sometimes Miyamoto just does shit and adds shit, or even takes away shit from his video games that he works on, just to make them more unique. Real talk, why doesn't attacking these Shy Guys instigate a battle? Also, out of all the Mario 2 enemies, I'm glad Shy Guys became popular. Shy Guys are really cute. Cute! Well, that's the thing we could do. Let's do this. I've kind of got like 20 minutes of filler time to use up, so I may as well just use them. It's just another example of things in Mario especially that Nintendo has and just doesn't do anything with. They're like an artist that has all the paints in the goddamn world and all the shades and all the fucking tools at their disposal, but they stick with primary colours. And they consider it an innovation to use green. You know what I mean? No, can we not just be black? Come on. What is going on? Oh. Please don't do this. Oh my god. Also, if you couldn't tell, the guy we just fought was called Chan, and this guy was called Lee. It's yet another reference to Bruce Lee and Jackie Chan, which Nintendo likes to do for some reason. Also, the person you fight here depends on your partner, which is kind of cool. If you want to be tactical about it, you could probably just make it so you fight Goombario, but it's not like that hard of a fight, so you don't need to worry about it so much. Ah! In Mario World, aren't the Goombas something else? Aren't they like Gloombas or something? Like, aren't they a different species of Goomba? And they just don't use those. Oh. Hang on, let's title Goombario. It's Lee disguised as me. His max HP is 20. Do I really look like that? No way. I'll use headbutt and tattle. He has the same skills as me. Of course I'm much better at looking and more debonair, and I hope that I'm stronger. If I was an absolute madman, I could probably take the Master down to his, like, second form, but definitely not the third. That's like the hardest fight in the goddamn game. Also, there's a lot of stuff you can miss in this chapter just by not going around the town. So definitely make sure to do so. Oh yeah, the post office. Nearly forgot about that. Tell you what, we'll go do this sewer quest and then we'll call it the end of the stream. Make it slightly shorter than normal. Whoops. Wrong one. Oh, hi there. Let's try not to embarrass ourselves this time. Question. What is the colour of the block you can break with the first hammer? Yellow. Hell yeah. Look at these two characters on the right that they don't use. Excuse me, can I talk to you for a sec? What exactly are you doing walking around that tree? You're making me dizzy. What? You're joking? You believe some crazy dream? Well, okay, I guess. I mean, I got a message in a dream a long time ago, but it didn't mean anything. It said, there's a house with a whirling roof in a large town near a castle. If you spin jump 3 times inside the house, something good should happen to you. Ha ha ha. House of a whirling roof. As if that existed. This is what I was talking about though, with how you can just redesign a concept or a character or a thing in your universe and keep things fresh. Those so like desert turds, it's just a small thing, but it makes the world feel bigger and more fleshed out, as opposed to just having something like Sticker Star where every single turd is red. It's just this turd, every single one. Why would you ever think that that was a good idea? Oh, so this is a very good badge. Don't really need this anymore. Where is it? Yeah, it needs 4. Don't really need hammer throw. We'll get rid of payoff as well. We'll get quick change and we'll give speedy spin. Why not? Also, I should probably remove Goon Barrier here. That's for later. That comes later. Oh, what? Cheating! Can't just make this screen black. Oh, fuck, I remember these enemies actually. Oh, these enemies suck. Oh. If they hit you with that whirlwind thing, like, you can just lose fights because they keep hitting you with it, and like it just makes you perpetually confused, unable to do anything. It fucking sucks. Like this. Ah! Why did this happen? Please leave. There we go. Don't be doing this. Let's see if we can't just make them all leave. Well, I got one of them to run. Oh, not that much. Oh, come on. There we go. Look at Mario heaving. Don't do this. No. Stop. How did I manage that? I'll say there's fucking 4 of them now. This is the fight that sucks. I remember this one. This random encounter in particular sucks. Okay, we got 3 of them. Fucking nice. Oh, if you don't do something like this, in like they just all survive, you could get fucked just by this one fight. Purely based on, like, are you able to make sure that every single one of those hard tells anyway that make you confused? Like, if you get confused, you are fucked. Because it lasts for 2 turns as well. And it also means you can't switch partners. And if you're on the wrong partner, you're doubly fucked. This room does not like being emulated, does it? This is how you get to Bo's mansion. And then I'm pretty sure there's a blooper in here. Oh, what's this? Huh. Oh wait, I think I know what it is actually. You have to stand on this. And then like hit a block in the air. Yeah, okay. No, okay, this is going to be hard with my controller. God damn. No, fuck's sake. Oh, the stream's nearly over, Quack, don't worry about it leaving. I'm going to do this and then, like, as soon as I get this box, just, like, end the stream there. So you pretty much just watched it all. Okay. Alright, so that's the end of the stream, pretty much. Next time we'll do the Shy Guy chapter, which is another one of the better ones. Well, I remember it being quite long. I'm not sure if we'll be able to get through it quite as quick as we did with this one. And the others. But it should still be pretty fun. I'm trying to make sure that these Paper Mario ones don't take like a week to make. Like, that's just happened in that are coincidence and stuff. But tomorrow will probably be Five Nights at Fuckboys. And then it might be Emerald after that, I'm not quite sure. I have work on Saturday, so I'll have to work around that as well. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of this. Thanks for tuning in. I know this isn't the most exciting or thrilling of games to watch, and because of that, it's like my commentary is not exactly maybe as funny or entertaining, just because it's just a comfy, nice kind of stream. It's the kind of shit you stick in the background or whatever. But thanks for tuning in either way. Have a nice night, everyone.